What's up, guys? So I recently reached out to you guys on my YouTube community page and I asked you what type of videos do you guys want to see next on the channel, and a lot of you guys responded with a what's on my Android phone, which I haven't done one in a long time, so I figured this would be a great opportunity to give you guys an update, 2018, early 2018 version of what's on my Android phone. So I'm gonna keep it very simple. Basically, I'm gonna show you guys literally from A to Z, all of the different applications that I have installed on my Google Pixel 2 XL. So without further ado, let's go ahead and begin. And I'm just gonna go ahead and pop a little screen recorder over here. If you guys wanna go ahead and follow along. So in terms of like layout or themes, I keep it very simple. I don't do any of these crazy, theme your Android phone like a boss, just because I don't have really time for that. I'm switching phones all the time, except for this one though. This has been my daily driver for a long time. So the current theme or the current, let's just say launcher I'm using is Nova. I like it because I'm still able to customize my Android phone as much as I can, change the types of icons and just give it a little bit more of my own personal flavor. So in terms of apps that I have here on my homepage is basically all the apps that I use. For example, Google Play, YouTube, Photos, Camera. These are apps that I'm always using on a frequent basis. And then below that I have folders. For example, my social media folder, which obviously has a bunch of social media apps because it would just clutter the home page. So I'd rather keep them on a folder. Same thing with like my home automation and stuff like that. So very simple. Now on the left side, I have a calendar widget, which I like, which we'll talk about in a second, mainly because we'll get to it. So this is one of my favorite ones. And like I said, we'll get to it. So let's go ahead and start from the letter A, Adobe Acrobat. So this is what I use whenever I'm using any type of PDF or I want to read a PDF or sign a PDF document. Adobe Acrobat is just very simple, very easy to use. And for those that have used it, know exactly what I mean. Airbnb is one that I use. And whenever I'm traveling, if I want to book a room, if I want to book a hotel, usually you get better rates and also you get a much bigger room. So Airbnb is a must if you're traveling a lot. Allo, I don't really use Allo a lot. It's baked into the Google Pixel 2. So that's one of the reasons it's just kind of in there, but it's a cool app. Amazon Alexa is for those of you that have Echo devices and you want to set up like your smart home and stuff like that. So if you own an Echo device, you kind of need this as a companion app. So kind of a must. Amazon Shopping, obviously where I do like 90% of my shopping is through Amazon. Amplify is an app that I use to manage my router, which I'll be doing a video very soon because this router is awesome. So stay tuned for that. Android Auto is something that I use because my car supports Android Auto. So it automatically downloads it and has all of the features that would support it for your car. So it's kind of like already in there. Android Pay is what I use whenever I don't have my wallet, or even if I have my wallet and the let's say for example, the store supports it, I like to use my phone to pay. So A to Z screen recorder. That's actually what I'm using right now to show you guys the screen recording, which is awesome app. You don't need root access or anything like that, and it works really great. So really cool with that. Backdrops. Now here's one where a lot of you guys ask me almost every video where I show an Android phone or even an iPhone because I take the wallpapers from here. Armando, share the wallpaper. Backdrops is what I use. So for example, right now, let me show you. I'm currently using, I like this because you can show all of your favorites or you can have all of your favorites. So I'm using this one, the Concrete Forest. But let's say for example, I want to go to Fig Leaf. So I already have it on my favorite. I can just go ahead and push on set, go here, boom, done. Let's say, for example, if I want to go ahead and, switch it to Rusty Lines, which is actually one of my favorites, I can go ahead and hit set and then boom, there it is. Very cool app. Really like it. So Backdrops is, and I've featured them before too. Barclay Card, this is for my credit card that I have to manage and make payments and stuff like that. Bitmoji, this is for Snapchat or just in general if you want to create a little character Bitmoji. Nothing special. Blackjack. Now, I don't play a lot of games. Blackjack is one that I like to play whenever I'm traveling or just in general. I like Blackjack. It's fun. Boost. I really like Boost. This is for those of you that like to go and read Reddit. So Boost is the app that I like to use. I think it's paid app too. I'm not sure. I don't remember. I've had it for such a long time that I don't remember if it's paid or free or if there's a paid version without ads. I don't remember. But anyway, Boost is what I use for Reddit, which I love. Calculator, you guys know what that is. Calendar widget. So calendar widget is this one over here. I used to use another one called, I think it was called Today Now or Today Calendar widget. I don't remember, but the developer stopped supporting it. So this one here is sort of very similar to that, where it has like a transparent and it's very clean. I like the minimal design. For example, I have a meeting with Tony on Thursday. Let's say, for example, I want to change the different type of color, the label I can go ahead and change it to blue. So now when I refresh here, oops, I keep hitting that. There, when I refresh it, now it's blue. I like it. It's a really cool, application, very easy to use. It's great for, calendar stuff. So, and I like that as a widget. Camera, that's the default one. Car Stream is one that I use for my car. Now, you won't find this in the Play Store, so I'll have to leave a link down below for this one. But basically, if you have a car that supports Android Auto, this will allow you to watch YouTube videos in your car. Don't recommend it while you're driving, but let's say you're waiting for somebody or you're in your car and you have to, again, wait for a while. You want to watch YouTube videos in your car rather than your phone. It's a fun little app, just kind of experimental, really. Chase, that's the bank of choice. Google Chrome, obviously you guys know what's up with that. Clock, contacts, corny icons. Now, corny icons is one that I often get asked, Armando, what icon pack are you using? So corny icons I've been using now for, I want to say like a year and a half, mainly because the developer, whenever I send them a new app that I just downloaded and it's not supported, he will actually update it, which is really cool because a lot of times these app guys don't do it. So that's why I'm kind of stubborn and I stick to corny icons, which brings me to the next one, Costco. Costco is one that never gets themed. So he themed it for me because I just sent it as a request. Now, Costco, for those of you that are not familiar with Costco, maybe, I don't know, if you're in your area, they don't have a Costco, it's like an Amazon, but like a local Amazon warehouse version, which they have a ton of products. You can buy almost literally anything at Costco. Daydream comes baked into Google Pixel, same thing with device policy. Disneyland, if you guys saw from my calendar widget, I'm going to Disneyland tomorrow. So I'm an annual pass holder. So this allows me to basically use this application. I don't have to carry my card with me. I can just walk in there, load up the app and it has all of my credentials. I can get my discounts and stuff like that. So really cool app. And also I can do other stuff with it too. So if you're a Disneyland member, obviously that's a must. Google Docs, I don't have to explain that, or downloads. Dream Screen, so I have a whole home theater setup that I'm going to be talking about very soon, or making a video on it. Basically allows me to control all of my RGB lighting on my television. Really cool stuff. I do plan to do a video on it very soon, so if you're not subscribed to the channel, trust me, you're not going to want to miss that video. Google Drive, I don't think I have to explain that one. People know what that is. Same thing with Dropbox, kind of self-explanatory. Duo, I don't really use, but it's baked into here. eBay, sometimes there's really great deals on eBay and I still use eBay and I like to use it from time to time to see what's out there. So eBay's still on here. Ecobee is what I use for my thermostats. I've done a video on it. I plan to do a follow-up just because, like I said, I've moved to this home probably, 2 months ago, I think it was. So I plan to do like a whole home automation video tour. So stay tuned for that. Facebook, still use Facebook. File Manager Plus is what I use to manage my files on my phone. If I want to transfer stuff, even on the cloud, so it supports like Dropbox, Google Drive, and I can transfer things. I don't know, I just really like this. It's very easy to use. I can remote access to my computer and stuff like that. Very cool app, very simple and easy to use. Filmic Pro is one that I love, and I've actually contemplated on making a video just because it's really great for those of you that like to shoot video on a smartphone. It gives you pro controls, so features that you would find like on a DSLR or even a professional camera, like peaking, being able to change the white balance, being able to manually focus on things. So really great for those of you that do plan or do shoot with your smartphone and you don't have any other phone, or even if you just want to use your smartphone and you want to have better control. So if you guys want to see a video on that, a dedicated video, because that would take up like a long time, let me know in the comment section because I would love to do it. And I've been contemplating, but I need you guys to push me on that. Find device. So find device is if you lose your Android device, you can find it, kind of like find my iPhone. For those of you that are using an iPhone. Google Fit, obviously you guys know what that is. Same thing with Gmail. Goat is a place where you can buy shoes, new or used, and also sell new or used shoes. Get some really good deals for those of you that are into that. Obviously, you know what Google is. Google Plus, thumbs up if you're from Google Plus. Let me know. Still keeping it down. Graphice. Now, Graphice is cool if you like to do film stuff or just in general. It gives you the color palette. So you could take a picture of a particular sky, or not even sky, just in general, anything. It could be a landscape photo, and you just love the colors. It'll give you all of the hex code. So that way, if you're editing and you want to kind of get that vibe, you can sort of grade it. And it's really cool. It's probably meant more for people that shoot video and do a lot of color grading and stuff like that, or just somebody who wants to get the hex codes and stuff, I guess. Google Hangouts, still my favorite choice for in terms of like messaging. I wish that they would support SMS. Google Home, so that's obviously for all of the Google Home products or, setting up your smart devices. Philips Hue, so I have a lot of Philips Hue lights around the house. Hyperfocal Pro, so this is great for photography to find out what the hyperfocal is. So this is probably going to be probably use it more for landscaping. So you put in the camera and the lens and it gives you that hyperfocal. Basically, what is in focus, what will be the focus point for the nearest and furthest distance to get everything in focus? I know it gets a little complicated, but most photographers will understand that. You probably don't really care for it unless you do photography. So anyway, that's one that I like to use. IFTTT, this one's actually really good to do I guess you can call it basic tasker commands. Now you'll notice I don't have tasker anymore because I don't really use it. I don't have a need for it. Everything that I do with my smartphone, I don't need tasker anymore. And IFTTT works great with a lot of different types of home applications. So, that's kind of the default app that I use now. IMDb, I'm a movie buff, so I like to read on facts, read, kind of movies that are upcoming and stuff like that. Instagram, I've said it before and I'll say it again. If you guys want to see behind the scenes, follow me on Instagram. I'm pretty active there. Google Keep, you guys know what that is. Layout is something regarding Instagram to kind of do this cool layout. I don't really even use it anymore. In fact, let's go ahead and uninstall it right now because I don't use it anymore. Lens distortion. So lens distortion is one that I actually did a video on, but it was only for the iPhone because they just now recently started supporting Android phones. So there's no point really in making an Android version of it because it's pretty much the same thing, but I'll leave a link down below if you guys want to watch that video. LIFX or LIFX, depending on how you pronounce it. Same thing, similar to Philips Hue to control RGB light bulbs. I have them throughout my home. Lightroom CC, great if you guys want to shoot in RAW pictures or if you want to edit RAW. Awesome application, a must-have if you're a photographer. LinkedIn, you guys know what that is. Lyft, same thing, you guys know what that is. Google Maps. Messages is just for text messages and messengers for Facebook Messenger. Again, you guys know what that is. Mint, so this is to get track all of your expenses and stuff like that. So this is more of money and, it's just boring stuff. MMI Connect is for my Audi. So I have an Audi SQ5 and that's to unlock the car, set different rules like geofence. It's really cool actually. If you own an Audi, definitely a must have because you can do so much with it. It's like a smart car almost. Not as close to a Tesla, but really cool things that you can do. Nest, so I don't have Nest thermostats, but I have Nest cams and I also have the Nest Protect. So, for example, any fire, smoke, carbon monoxide detector. So that kind of manages everything. Netflix, you know what's up. Nova Launcher, as I said earlier. PayPal, no need to explain that. Periscope, probably need to be a little bit more active on Periscope. Phone, obviously to place phone calls, photos, to look at all your photographs. Play games to manage, and see all of your achievements and stuff like that. Play movies and TV, so sometimes Google gives out some coupon codes to watch free movies, and that's always a great place too if you want to rent movies. Play music, so I've been a subscriber ever since they came out, so I'm still paying, what is it, $6.99, $7? Yeah, pretty cool, and you get a lot of access to a lot of, different types of music. So I like Play Music. Play Store, you know what that is. Plex, as I said earlier, I'm a movie buff, so I have a little Plex server that have all of my favorite movies and basically stream those to my television and stuff like that. So it's a must if you're a movie buff. Pushbullet, still using that because I use a lot of Android devices, so I like to push, different type of content throughout all of my devices. Capital is great if you want to save money. I'll leave it at that. It's a little money app. QR code reader, if you want to read QR codes. Ring, so I have a lot of different Ring products, like my Ring video doorbell. I have my Ring floodlight cams throughout my house. So a very popular app, done many videos on that too. Self-employed, so this is a QuickBooks. My accountant loves this app because we can share and, he doesn't have to ask me for stuff because I give him access. So that's just, again, another money app. Settings, for going into the phone. Google Sheets, Slides, that's just built-in stuff that, you guys are probably already familiar with. Smart things, home automation to control light. I've done many videos on this, but again, I'm going to do a follow-up, awesome, crazy home automation because I've been doing a lot of stuff with this house, so stay tuned for that. Snapchat, oh my gosh, love-hate relationship. So as you guys know, Snapchat, it's dying. I used to love being on Snapchat, and I still kind of am active. Obviously, Instagram is where I'm at now, but Snapchat, I may have to uninstall this very soon. Snapseed is a great app to edit photos. I've been using Snapseed for years now. Really awesome. As I said earlier, I don't play a lot of games, but Sonic is one that I really enjoy because it brings me back to, the childhood days. So original Sonic is awesome. I like to play that from time to time. A lot of times you guys ask me where I get my music from, and depending on the video, but sometimes I get it from SoundCloud. So I'll go in there and browse around and I'll look for copyright-free music where people will actually let you download. So SoundCloud is a place where sometimes I download music from. Starbucks, coffee. Survival Manual. This is cool. I actually recommend this for everybody. If you're ever stuck somewhere, if you're in the wilderness or wherever, it doesn't matter. If you need to survive, it gives you, like, for example, trees or plants that you can eat, a survival guide. Like, it has different types of way to start fires and it's really cool. And it doesn't need internet access. So that's a bonus because you may be stuck in a place where you don't have internet. So SVS is for my home theater setup. So I have a subwoofer that I can control with this. Again, I do plan to do a lot of awesome videos coming very soon. So that's a really cool app where I can control my surround sound and stuff like that. Tap Hero is another addictive game that I don't really have a lot of games, but that's one that I really play a lot. You're basically a knight and you have to fight your way from enemies coming from the left and right. And you only get one turn. So once you push down, you have to hit left or right. Again, it's a very addicting game. Trust me, it's a must, it's free. You'll enjoy it. TeamViewer is one that I like because I'm able to basically connect to my computers and use my computers. It doesn't matter where I am in the world. So for example, my Puget PC back here. Let's say, for example, I'm in New York and I forgot to render something. I can go ahead and use my app to connect to my computer, and I usually leave my computers on. So for example, if I want to go ahead and load up Adobe Premiere, I'll go ahead and do that. So Adobe Premiere will start loading in the background. Yep, there it is. And then from there, I can open up a project. So for example, let's see what my latest project is. It's going to be, here it is, camera accessories under 50 bucks. Hopefully you guys saw that video, really cool video. So from here, load it up. As you can see, I'm using my phone and I can make changes. I can do edits. So TeamViewer works not only on my smartphone, but also on different types of like computers, and they have apps everywhere. So TeamViewer is a must. Google Translate, if you're traveling around the world, that's a really great app. Twitter, don't need to talk about that one. Same thing with Uber. URL shortener. So if you want to shorten a URL, if you're browsing a website, you want to shorten it up and also track how many people are clicking on that link. That's a really cool app. ViscoCam, another photo editing app that's really great. It can get expensive because everything is like paid. So don't use it as much, but it has some really great filters. Wallpapers built into the phone. Waze is the app that I use for GPS. So whenever I'm traveling or anything like that. Android Auto. Waze is my default one because it tells me whenever there's an accident, a police officer, so very useful. Yelp, if I ever want to find a restaurant, let's say I'm visiting an area where I'm not familiar or just something, I need to find something. Obviously, you guys know about Yelp. YouTube, kind of self-explanatory. YouTube Studio to reply back to you guys. So that's, as a creator, YouTube Studio is the app that you have to respond and like and give people hearts. Then Zedge, finally, the last app is to download sound clips and stuff. So I use them for my notifications and ringtones and stuff like that. So that's basically it. As I said earlier, you guys are the ones that always share some really cool apps. So if there's anything that you guys want me to check out, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what that app is. Also, a lot of times people ask me the type of phone case. This is not a phone case, it's a skin that I have. This is the Red Dragon, and I'll leave a link down below to this too, because a lot of times people ask me even though I tell you guys on the videos, you guys will ask me, what type of case did you guys have? It's not a case, it's a skin. I'll leave that link down below. Follow me on Instagram. If you guys want to see behind the scenes, trust me, I post there almost on a daily basis. Thanks again for watching, and you guys will catch me in the next one. Adios.